Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of our goalie career here in NHL 25. Today, we got a matchup against Connor Bedard and the Chicago Blackhawks. Connor looking very good in his sophomore year. He's been playing very hard, even though Chicago's not where they want to be. They are in like the early stages of rebuilding the team around this franchise player, but he's had a number of points. He's nearing the top of the points list in the National Hockey League within this game. So we got to know, we got to make sure we know where he is on the ice and shut him down at every opportunity that we get. But for us, we're looking to get back into the win column. It's been a couple losses in a row for us now. It's not been bad performances or bad games, so to speak. It's just getting caught out a little bit, slight positional corrections we need to make, and hopefully the team can continue to just build the momentum and build the chemistry with the new lines that we saw in the last episode. So we're going to go ahead and dive in today using the alternate kits. Something else that's really cool is we are in the net with an opportunity to get Vegas's 40th win of the season so far. It's been, like I said, a historic year for these guys. We're atop the league, we're atop our division. It's been a great year, but there's still a lot to work towards. We're getting very close to the trade deadline as we approach March hockey. We want to keep putting points on the board. We want to make sure that we are getting that top seed in the playoffs and enter the playoffs riding some good play. So here we go, under the lights at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Blackhawks are in town to take on our Vegas Golden Knights. We'll see if these top two lines, the newly created lines with Barbashev playing alongside Eichel and Stone, can get the job done. Eichel winning the opening puck draw. He down low now, tries to shuffle it behind the defenseman over to the stick of Mark Stone, but it's picked off. And now Jones will bring this one down. So Chicago is in one of those states. You see it in the real world as well. They got some nice young talent, and obviously Bedard being at the forefront of that. They picked up some pieces in the offseason that weren't terrible, that'll hopefully help their boys, their young guys, develop into better players. But it by no means is a team that I think is going to be able to compete down the stretch or even make an impact in the playoffs should they squeak in. They need to improve their goaltending. They need to improve their defensive capabilities. But I think over time in the next few years, you'll probably start to see some of that come to fruition. So it's just a matter of time for these guys as Jack Eichel will try and clear that one with his foot down into Chicago territory. He'll jump off, and there's an icing call. 2 minutes so far down, 2.5 minutes down in this first period. Barbashev getting absolutely floored there, and he's got to be careful. We saw it in the last video. He took a couple big hits where he showed that he was slightly hurt, managed to stay in the game, which is great. But some of these big open ice hits that, you know, he's playing tougher guys being on that top lineup. They're faster, they're stronger. Even in a video game, they're more noticeably dominant. If he wants to stay on that top line and fit in and start building chemistry alongside Eichel and Stone, he's got to be in good positions and bounce back from big hits like that. Nice little save on the short side shot. Holtz now. He'll bring it into Chicago territory. Dump that one in, and Carlson gets there first, and Carlson tries to go short side. I believe that's on Mrazek. Hall now, over across to Kurashev, another good young player as Taylor Hall winds up, but it was a good poke check away from him. William Karlsson now on the left wing beside Thomas Hertl. And a good 2-on-1 there for the Chicago Blackhawks. What a season we've been in. I kind of had a quick look back at some of our older videos, and like, it just blows my mind how well Vegas is scoring right now. Like, yes, they're a great team, and yes, they've built some really good line chemistries as Mrazek has to fight that one off. But some of the videos that we've seen, like the play in front of us has just made some of these matchups so easy. Like, I know it's really easy to look at our statistics and be like, okay, you've had a really good season. It's been a pretty proper year for a rookie. We've gotten into about 25 games so far. We have a 9-10 save percentage. Like, things are going well, but I would be lying if I said that it was me just playing really well. The boys in front of us have made it very easy, even when we don't have our best night. If you're putting up 4.5 goals per game, that's what we're averaging right now. It's gonna make goaltending feel so much easier. So but the big thing is we gotta survive the trade deadline, and we gotta have this same intensity and same pace of scoring as it gets tighter and tighter down the stretch. You're not gonna score 4 to 5 goals in the playoffs. It's just not possible, even in this video game. So we gotta play well as Dorofeyev nearly banks that one in. Mrazek stretches out and makes the blocker save. Back to Pietrangelo, who gives it to his defense partner for the slap shot. Some good puck movement and some good shots on net, but Mrazek standing tall, nearly out of stamina, stretches out to take that one away from Pietrangelo. And those are the puck cycling and the shots on net that you look for. There's traffic in front of him. It's Bertuzzi taking the man. It's Bedard standing in front of his own goalie. But kudos to Mrazek, who's been busy in the last couple shifts, making some big, big saves. Gila Monster can't believe it. Chances like, oh, you got to be kidding me. All right. Come on, boys. We have full pressure. Let's see if we can't win another faceoff. Eichel now on the ice to take this draw. This is where we need to see him excel, and he loses that to Dickinson. And that's what concerns me, is it's not that, you know, they don't rebound and regroup for a good shift. It's that in the opportunities where we're putting extreme pressure on the other team, you got to find ways to dig in and win crucial faceoffs. And right now, Eichel does seem to be struggling on that. For as good as he's been in this year, leading the league like 80-something points, he needs to find a way to dig in. Otherwise, you got to start having your second line like Hurdle come out there and try and win a draw. We'll see if he can win this one. He does not. So it's Bedard just working harder, using his body, getting in there, pushing Eichel out of the way. And for a little guy, I mean, Bedard is just such a talent. He's so strong. He understands what to do, and he is beating Eichel pretty cleanly at the moment. A little save there off the... Not a hard shot by Bedard, but it's a shot one-on-one nonetheless. 11:50 left in this first period. We are ahead 6-4 in shots. Martinez now. Big shot from the point. Will easily steer that one into safety. Teravainen working hard. Why did my guy try to poke it? Oh, no. The animation. See, that should be another... That needs to be another feature alongside, do you want to control the hug post and the tether system? There needs to be something that, like, why would my guy ever poke check this? It's like 6 feet in front of me. I start to move over. Bedard makes the pass, or Teravainen makes the pass. My guy is just out to lunch trying to make a random animated poke check. You can see the frustration on him as this puck hits the back of the net, but hey, that's another AI-controlled animation. Holy crap. Bedard has 38. The next closest is Teravainen with 19. So the young man is doing everything he possibly can to lead the Chicago team to success, but they need some more goal scoring. That's just unfortunate. I mean, there's quite literally nothing I can do on that play. I'm moving over to the left. I have my thumbstick pointed there. For whatever reason, my goaltender read that as a closer puck than it was. Poke check doesn't connect. Tyler Bertuzzi banks it into the back of the net. Now we just got to regroup, forget about that. I've talked about that endlessly over the last few videos. You just got to shake it off. You got to get rid of it. You got to forget about it. It's just unfortunate that I can't have the option in my settings to turn that off. Like, I know how to poke check. It's up on the right thumbstick. I do it from time to time. Like right there, I can do it as freely as I want. I think EA should make that as the same way they have the hug a post. Do you want it automatically? Do you want it manual, or do you want it combined? Combined would be, it gives you, oh, that's a dirty goal, but we'll take it. As no way he does the belly flop celebration. And a weird little goal. I don't even know if Karlsson shot that. I think it may have either gotten poked off his stick or ran it into the goaltender. But we'll take a greasy goal for once. It's not very often that we get these. I think it's just a puck battle with Jones in front. And you can see Mrazek has the same reaction that we had. Looks to the sky. Yeah, it's just Karlsson getting his stick onto the blade of Jones, who had the puck. And it just trickles through Mrazek, who is trying to get across to read that play. It is a 1-1 hockey game. It's a greasy goal. Like I said, it's not too often that the boys score garbage goals like that, but once in a while you need to find a way to do that, and that's just working hard and getting the puck to the net. As Holtz tries to shovel that one in, Mrazek makes another good save. Yeah, that's just a thought. Like, if you want total... Like, I play on Superstar difficulty, and I have total control on everything I'm allowed to. I think if you have veteran goalies who have been playing this game for years on years, you should allow them to use all of the tools. Oh my gosh, that went straight up on the bar and straight down, but not in. We're going to watch that one again. But yeah, anyway, just a thought. EA, if you somehow see this, I would love the ability to turn everything to manual. This is a great play by, this is Pietrangelo beating Bertuzzi around the puck, gets to open ice, feeds it for Shea Theodore. Again, another good shot with traffic in front of the net. It hits off the back of Teravainen, off Karlsson's butt, up, and that hits, oh my gosh, you can't get closer to that than that. as Mrazek is able to fight through, find the puck sitting on the goal line, and grab it to... Holy... That could have been an easy, another garbage goal. 2-1 hockey game. Now some fights here. Hertl doing his best to use his body. That's something we're going to keep an eye on. Can he outwork the other centerman to win more draws? I think him being center is a really good thing. He does it in the real world. I'm glad that either the coaches gave him that opportunity or EA found a way to make that happen. But a trip now as Hertl went to the ice fast. Seth Jones getting his stick in a wrong place, taking out the feet. And we will go to our power play here in the second half of the first period. Right, yeah, just easily takes his foot out. He poked at it once and missed. He could have pulled his stick back. Instead, he tried for the double poke check, and he got called on this one. So we're going to go to a 2 minutes or less power play. 23.6 compared to the PK, 80%. And the top unit hops right on while playing alongside Pietrangelo on that top defense pairing. Stone with a nifty little poke check. Eichel now, some good puck movement, and that's William Karlsson getting a shot and a great glove save by Mrazek once again. 7:43 left in this first period. It's 1-1. It's 10-10 in the shot column. I feel like the last few games I've seen that exact stat line multiple times. Eichel wins that one cleanly with his foot. A good effort there with the body, but it's going to be Watt trying to do a little bit too much there, getting into a dangerous position, and instead of having it come back down the ice on the stick of a Blackhawks player, it does just get shoveled all the way down, killing off a good 20 seconds of this power play. Stone leaves it for Eichel, but he missed the puck. Now Eichel, errant pass in front. So not a lot setting up here in the first period on this power play. Waugh now under trouble by Smith. Smith tries getting back in front. Karlsson banks that one down. Pietrangelo through the neutral zone, re-enters, and now it's a good effort there by Eichel to get the puck back again. And it's Stone trying to beat the glove side of Mrazek, just cannot seem to do that. Mrazek's looked pretty good in this period, I gotta be honest. Only the one goal beating him, it was a little bit of a greasy goal. But with 10 saves so far, he's looked pretty strong for this Blackhawks team. Now a face-off lost by Barbashev, who does play center on this second power play unit. It's a little weird. He doesn't play center any other time. But again, I can't control the power play setup. I can't say who's out there. As a turnover, and Donato will take a shot. We'll try and play this one out to keep possession and keep the puck moving. As now Holtz will skate this one through past the center ice logo into Blackhawks territory. Tries to get a shot, and it's another great stick by former Leafs Travis Dermott. Dorofeyev now back to Waugh, drop pass for Pietrangelo, 20 seconds left as another sharp short side shot by Alexander Holtz, and Mrazek will easily hang on to that one. All right, boys, come on. Hertl now, he plays the wing, that's why he's, or sorry, the point, that's why he's not taking faceoffs here on this second unit. Hertl keeps that one in center ice. He backtracks a little bit, finds his line mate. Now he gets it up to Holtz. Holtz loses the puck, and gotta say that's a pretty terrible looking power play to start this game. Not barely any looks towards the net. A couple, short side shots they tried to make work. But for Jones, he's gonna breathe a breath of fresh air and thank his team for bailing him out and doing a very good job at that, as Dickinson now pressuring the Vegas player, Captain Foligno, loses the puck, and now Dorofeyev ahead. Dorofeyev over to Alexander Holtz. Holtz drop pass for Barbashev. Barbashev tries to fire it on, and another block shot by Martinez. So the Blackhawks are doing an excellent, excellent job getting in the shooting lanes. Another shot on net for us, up to 12 as well. 11 saves now in the first period for both goaltenders. Barbashev trying to outwork his man, does get time and space to Hertl, who passes it off to his line mate for another shot into that glove. So I don't think that glove side shot is going to be working here today. It looks like Mrazek has that thing dialed in. We've already scored one greasy goal. Just get bodies in front of the net and then try to shoot on him. You're not going to score if he's able to see that shot. Bertuzzi now picking off that pass. It was a good face-off win, but a good read by the winger. Jones on another. That's like the third or fourth shot I've seen in the last few games where my glove save has looked very shaky. That's a pretty easy shot by Seth Jones. It wasn't hard. We had no traffic in front of us. It wasn't that elevated. And we go to save it, and we just wave over top of it, and it hits the outside of our glove. Thankfully, bouncing into a less dangerous position. But for something that we've worked on in training hours, like I think we're at like an 85 or higher on our glove save. That seems a little shaky. So maybe a bit of positioning issue. I'm not quite sure. Could be vision as well. Our vision stat category is not that high yet. As a fourth line shift now for the Vegas Golden Knights after a couple high pressure or high time frame long shifts. That's what I'm looking to say. My lord. Some long shifts on the power play and leading into that power play. Not a ton of whistles in this one. So given your top 6, top 9 for that matter, a shift off. We've seen this Olofsson Howden line come on and perform pretty well as Bedard steals that one and backhands it onto the net. 29 seconds left. Seth Jones will come out and easily play that one. I'm just going to keep the puck rolling. 13 seconds left in the first period. 15 of 14 are the shots in favor of Chicago. Barbashev tries to get that shot on and a rebound. And that is so unfortunate for the goaltender of Mrazek. But what a follow-up shift by Barbashev. 21st of the season. Maybe his first goal on this newly top minted line. But what an effort. He gets to the middle of the ice. It's actually a really good block here in front. I believe it's whoever that is right there blocks it. But for Mrazek, it squirts into a weird spot where he has to kick his right leg out. You can see the shot. Watch the initial shot. He goes down, makes the glove save, instantly pops back up, but he has to kick his right leg out as the puck redirects off his own teammate. Barbashev stays with it, hustles to the puck, and easily banks in his own rebound with 2.2 seconds left in the first to regain or gain the lead for the first time in this period in this hockey game. 2-1 for the Vegas Golden Knights, mere seconds before we head to the first intermission. And that's just a good hard effort again by Ivan Barbashev, and a little example of why he got promoted to that top unit. So it's a really good first period. It was a pretty offensive forward period by both crews. I mean, 16 to 15, that's a very, very high shot period for both units. Chicago, the more physical team, the time on attack a little bit in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. It's a good matchup here, and it's only going to get tougher as the puck drop is set for the second period. Let's get after it, boys. Come on. iCUE wins it over Connor Bedard this time in a convincing manner, and now Shea Theodore will bring this one in. Shea Theodore down in the corner, gets to the point, and a good give and go as Barbashev nearly had his second, just missing that net to the right. It was a really nice set play. He got into a perfect position for the shot. It just sailed it a little bit too wide. And now Mark Stone had a step for a moment. He gets it across to Jack Eichel, who dishes it for Shea Theodore, who joined the rush. Eichel back to Pietrangelo, across to Stone, back for Theodore. And some really good crisscross pass across the seam right now, utilizing every inch of that offensive zone. And Bedard changing the direction of that shot. We're able to stay true at the top of our crease and make another glove save on the young kid. Crowd here in Las Vegas, Nevada, hoping for that 40th win, while Chicago's looking to try and get back in a playoff race. They're a little bit down and out at the moment, about 2 games sub 500, and with how good the West specifically has been, that's going to be a tall order for them to claw their way back in this one as Eichel takes that one all the way to the front of the net. A really good solo effort, now hounded by Bertuzzi. He will win that one, and that's actually too fast for me to even come out and play it, as it skips all the way down the ice back behind the Vegas net. And a turnover in front as Bedard tries to get another shot. Great effort there by Pietrangelo, who sits the kid down in a hurry. Looked a little slow to get up, but I think he'll be all right. Pietrangelo now joining the rush with Bedard hounding on him. Tries to hit him from behind. Nothing on there. And Mark Stone a little too deep. Tries to shovel that one back on a quick little shot. But Mrazek able to hold on to that post and get a whistle. There's the hit from Pietrangelo, using that shutdown feature. And it's another good hit on the young kid. Face-off now. Hurdle wins it. He has been really good since moving over to that face-off dot. Holtz now strips the puck and beats Mrazek short side. The patience that this man has to get his 30th of the season. A face-off win leads to good things, and right now Hurdle is showing why. That's a great effort there. It was an errant pass from the point, but Holtz reads the play the entire time. Pokes the puck away from the defenseman, has the patience, and just outweights Mrazek, who never really got to that post. A little bit of incidental contact after the goal, but it is in before that happened. So it's a very, very good goal. It's a 3-1 goal, and it's another point up on the board here. 3-1 with 5 minutes into the second. That's a great start to this period. Mikheyev dumps this one down. White Cloud back. Kicks it in front to Hurdle. Hurdle up to his line mate and left winger. William Karlsson, he tries to turn, and TJ Brody will easily bat that one out of the air. Mikheyev now pinned to the wall by Holtz, and White Cloud is unable to keep this one onside. A lone photographer, I feel like he is a little... It seems weird that there's nobody else, only 2 photographers in the corner, but Hall now up to Soupy. He loses the puck to White Cloud. There's a couple really good defensive efforts by White Cloud, who we're keeping an eye on. Like I said, if we're looking to improve our defense, I feel like that might be a spot we could do so, but there is still time for him to develop and build chemistry with Noah Hannafin. Again, he's had a few different dance partners just due to injuries. So now that Hannafin's back and playing well, we'll have to see how their chemistry builds up as we lead closer and closer to the playoffs. Kurashev with a hard shot, actually breaking the stick of White Cloud. Kurashev with a feed back in front, tries to tip that on with a one-touch shot. And we make another good save as it corrals off our pads all the way down the ice for a face-off for an icing call. There's our season stats, 12-6-0. Not bad, 18 starts. Pretty solid record as a kid so far. White Cloud up to Karlsson. William Karlsson in, hounded there by Bertuzzi once again, and a windmill glove save by Peter Mrazek, making that one look pretty damn easy as well. He's been good. I mean, the score might not indicate that 3 goals on 20 shots or whatever it is, but he's looked good. He's made some really key, glove saves. I would say the Holtz one, he probably would want that back. He probably wanted to get a little closer to the post. We've been in that situation many times. The AI have patience in this game. They will wait until the goaltender makes a mistake. It's actually kind of impressive to watch them do it. It does get frustrating when it happens against you, but he's looked solid in this game as a tip in front, and that's, I believe, Connor Bedard. It is trying to get a tip in front. We've been scored on like that many, many times in the most recent games. It's a very strong play if you can get your stick in front and tip that over goaltenders in this year's video game. A lot of talk is about the one-timer, and surely it is overpowered, especially online. People try and use that one-timer cheese that they've added, the new timing mechanic, and when you figure it out, it goes in the back of the net a lot. But I don't think there's enough conversation about how strong the tips in this game remain. There is so many times where a nice, easy shot from the point gets thrown on net, and as long as the AI is in front and positioned towards the puck, it seems like it's very, very easy for them to get their stick in the shooting lane and redirect that shot into the back of the net. We've seen it many times as Mrazek comes up with another strong glove save off the shot of Jack Eichel. Big hit here. See, that to me should be a penalty. He gets hit from behind. I guess you could make the argument he hit his hip, but it's just so weird to me that we never have penalties called for this team. I've changed the sliders. I've done some slider changes that you guys said, changing the human penalties up a lot more. It just seems like we really don't get penalty calls in this game. So I'm not a fan of that. I talked about it in 24, how much I hated that every single play was a penalty, but it seems like they dialed it down way too much, even adjusting sliders higher and higher and higher. It just seems like they don't want to make any calls in this game now. So a little unfortunate. It is what it is as Karlsson tries to test that glove. And man, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but guys, you got to stop shooting on Mrazek's glove side if there's nothing in front of the net. I get getting the puck to the net, and I know I harp on them all the freaking time to get the shot on net, but it seems like that's all they're trying to do now, and Mrazek is dialed in with that thing. Martinez now off the face-off under some pressure. Bedard looping back and helping out. Now it's going to be Teravainen up to Tyler Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi now through neutral space into Vegas territory. He tries to go one-on-one with Hannafin, who actually banks it off either our pads or the side of the net. A little bit of a scary play there, but he does get the puck back and is able to get that one forward. Bedard picks up the loose puck after a shot on net by Thomas Hurdle. Bedard, he loses the puck. Back up to Hannafin, and a delayed penalty here for the Chicago Blackhawks, and we are still miles behind the speed that we need to be to get to the bench. Oh my Lord, hustle. There you go. A shot on net just as we get to the front, or to the front of the bench is Bedard with his slashing call. Yep, I mean, that's Hannafin already past him. He doesn't have the positioning anymore. He tries to stick lift, and he gets that stick right into the hands of the Vegas player. And I don't know. We really need to figure out this penalty system, because that is a clear-cut penalty, but I've also seen our players do a number of attempts like that, and it leads to nothing for the other team. So just a little bit of inconsistencies as Wah now sets up for a shot, and he sails that one just wide. He manages to keep the puck in, but then he brought it offside and back through the blue line for a call now. So they'll have to redo the face-off, get set back up in the Chicago Blackhawks territory. Oh man, my allergies are absolutely killing me today. My voice is getting thrown out more than it was yesterday. Theodore up to Stone. Mark Stone gets into Blackhawks, but he loses it momentarily as iCUE comes to help out, and now a good patience there as he actually changed the direction, trying to go blocker side, and that's actually the effort you need, as Mrazek did look a little shaky on that save, but he was able to kick out that right pad and make the save off Mark Stone, who was in down low. And now Carlson with a beautiful feed by Jack Eichel, and Carlson is going to beat Mrazek with some patience. Backhand, forehand, a power play marker, and William Carlson now with 23 on the year as he is looking to continue this really good performance this year as well. What patience. Just looks like he's going to fire it on Mrazek's blocker side, gets him out a little too deep, down early, and with a beauty backhand, William Carlson is going to pot the 4th goal of this game. Unbelievable, as Eichel now jumping up to 44 assists. Remember, he also has something like high 30s, early 40s in goals as well. So he is having a ridiculous year for the Golden Knights. Stone in one-on-one, loses it, gets it back, and that's a little tight angle there, but Mrazek's able to shrug that one off, gets it off his shoulder, and pulls onto the rebound, so no harm on that play. Eichel now in to take another face-off draw. Doesn't win that one. Nearly goes right to the stick of Mark Stone, but Blackhawks able to get this one through. Jones now up to Mikheyev, who spots Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall, he loses the puck. Beautiful poke check by Eichel, who now might have a jump. No, he gets pinched off by 2 Blackhawks defensemen. Now Mark Stone having the same issue in front of him. Barbashev wheeling around. He gets pinned by the same 2 Blackhawks, so a little bit of a trap play. One man pressuring the puck, the other getting there to close the gap, and it's just every player for the Blackhawks team doing their part to make sure Vegas cannot re-enter the zone. A sharp shot into the corner. Kurashev now pinned along the boards by Ivan Barbashev, wins the battle momentarily, has a man come low to help him out, but it's going to be the Golden Knights who find the puck. Pietrangelo waiting patiently, shoots it, and TJ Brody running into Mrazek will get that one down, and Teravainen way down there as he tries to go far side, blocker side, and we make another big save on Teuvo Teravainen. 20 shots now in the game for the Blackhawks. It's been a pretty good one, and there's that tip that I was talking about. Changing direction and lands right on the stick of Teravainen. We're able to get across in a hurry and make a really good save. That was desperate moments there, as that was probably the best opportunity for the Blackhawks in this period. Does a great job now. Bedard off the side of the blocker. Did we get a piece of that? If we just saved that, that was an unbelievable effort to fight off some traffic in front. We have, I don't know if that would have counted anyway. It is Carlson pushing Bertuzzi into the net. Oh, it goes, is that going off the stick of Carlson and wide? I think it is. And that is very, very tough moment. Nearly going in. It would have been interesting if it had gone in. Would they have called that goalie interference on Tyler Bertuzzi, who did get pushed in from behind by William Carlson, but he did make contact, which pushed us a little to the left, giving Bedard that open right side. Bedard just missing his mark, and a blocked stick by William Carlson. Some tense moments at the last 30 seconds of this period, but 3.3 is all that remains. I doubt we'll get an opportunity. So it looks like we'll head to the 3rd period, leading the Chicago Blackhawks 4-1. And in a game where we can successfully achieve our 40th win before the trade deadline. Again, it's such a remarkable year that the boys are on. We're looking to bring all this energy, bring all this effort, and get home ice advantage, get set up for a good playoff push. And there's your stats through 2 periods. We're going to head back out to the T-Mobile Arena. Puck drop for the 3rd period coming up. We'll see if the boys can continue to produce. It's been a really, really strong game. Good, pretty good defensively, really good offensively. Some solid goaltending, honestly, by both guys. And it's been a fun matchup here. Chicago is one of those teams where, again, on paper, you think Vegas should likely beat them, 8 times out of 10. But when you got a guy like Bedard who has 38 goals on the season, leading his team by nearly double the next guy, they still have some pop to them. Teravainen now, a short side shot off the blocker. We stay in the middle of the net and corral that one into the corner. Jones up front to Bertuzzi, who gets shoved to the ice, and now the Vegas Golden Knights will head the other way. Pietrangelo, somebody on the right side, was a step too far into the offensive zone, and they're going to call this one back for offside. I'm doing my best to get through this game, guys. My voice is getting absolutely shot. Need to pop some allergy medication after this and rest the voice for a little bit. Like I said in the last video, we got 0-degree weather 2 days ago, and now we're sitting again at 20 degrees. So it's been flip-flopping weather. It's been an interesting time. As that squirts all the way back to Mrazek, who will decide, you know what, just hold on to this one. We'll get another draw. Our team has been good in the face-off dot. As that's Thomas Hertl getting pushed to the ice by Bertuzzi. Let's see if Jack Eichel can continue to win offensive zone faceoffs. He does with a big one back to Pietrangelo. Kind of a weird shot by Shea Theodore, maybe a little off balance, some pressure by the wing. Didn't really get that one in a position to offer anything to his forward core. And you know what? I'm just going to hold on to this puck. It was kind of a weird one that bobbled to the left of us with Taylor Hall right on the doorstep. Let's not give Chicago anything to build momentum off. 17 minutes left in this 3rd period. We got a 4-1 lead. Let's just continue to play smart. Carlson now up to Holtz, who returns it to Pietrangelo. Now some nice puck cycling here from the boys as Pietrangelo rips that one, and it goes, I believe that's off the post, off the crossbar, and out. What a shot by Pietrangelo. It had eyes for the back of the net, but the only thing that stood between it and the back of the net was 2 posts that it ringed off cleanly, and now Mikheyev. Ilya Mikheyev has a step, and now Pietrangelo making me nervous in front, going left to right, right in front of his own net, but he stays strong, keeps his feet on balance, and he's able to clear that puck. Now Kurashev pushing forward. Taylor Hall takes a quick shot on net. They're looking for that rebound play. Hasn't worked very well so far as we stretch out and make a save again. I gotta say, I feel like I'm reading the play really nicely right now, and that's a big credit to the boys in front of us. Even White Cloud, like, they're boxing out the shooter. They're getting a quick body in front of the shot, like right there, getting TJ Brodie sent to the ice, and they're giving me all the time and space to read plays and make the save. And now it's to a point where if I whiff on it, it's my own fault. They are doing their job, and they're doing a very good job at that. Eichel under pressure here, full pressure again, but it's going to be Mark Stone who is able to get this one and muscle his way forward. Some give and go passing here between Hanifin and Jack Eichel. Mark Stone will wind up, and it actually breaks Hanifin's stick, and he kicks that one towards the net. That definitely would not have been allowed if that had gone in, but probably feeling the pressure that his stick exploded. Mrazek may be able to push that one forward, so just gets into a good position, gets the puck on net, and Mrazek will hold on. Bertuzzi. Now we got our 3rd defensive pairing. First time we've seen them this game. So Haig and McNabb are on the ice. Barbashev up the left wing. Back to Eichel, who called for the pass. Stone now with a hard shot. And another good block or glove save by Peter Mrazek, who is approaching 30 shots now in this game. Both goalies have been busy. It's been a very offensive focused game for both of these clubs, and it always makes for a very entertaining watch. These are the games I love. It's obviously a lot more boring when the defense just never let anything get set up and it's a 1-2 goal game. But you love this, and the boys are finding ways to break free. Bertuzzi now pushes McNabb off the puck, but he has to regroup back into the neutral zone. and start again. Teravainen over to Bertuzzi. He'll dump this one down and give chase for his forward. Hey, getting there first. Good effort there by Connor Bedard to try and shove him off balance. Now Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev has a step, and this is why I say to stop shooting glove side. Mrazek has been focusing on that glove side all game. He has dialed it in. It has not worked. He's been very rarely tested on that blocker side. And how about the Jets on Pavel Dorofeyev burning Seth Jones, getting on a 2-on-1 position there, and he rips that puck. And that's one of the cleanest shots I've seen in a while. Dorofeyev now with a beautiful, beautiful position shot. Great speed coming down the wing, and he is rewarded for a hard solo effort. 5-1 is the hockey game. On the 30th shot, he gets his 17th goal of the year. McNabb and Colasar picking up the assist, and what an effort there by a third-line winger. Unbelievable. Colasar now back in, and he what? Keegan Colasar absolutely undresses the goaltender. Peter Mrazek says, sit down. You want me to challenge your glove side? I'll do just that. And he rips home his 14th in this third line. 14 and 17 between two guys. It's Brossoit. So they actually made the goalie swap. And on the first shot, Brossoit gets absolutely blasted past. Unbelievable shot by Keegan Colasar, first of all. That's a great shot by both of these guys. And I'm telling you, Vegas' third line might be one of the scariest in this hockey game. You got Colasar with 14. I know was sitting up there somewhere. I don't know the exact number. Dorofeyev has 17. Like, that is a lot of depth scoring, and that just goes back to Vegas being able to score 4.5 goals on average. Like, that's insane. It's 6-1. Like, yes, I will be the first to admit that we should bully Chicago into a big scoring game. That's just the way this season gone. That's the way this team is built. But 6 goals now, and 2 of them coming from your bottom 6 core. Like, that's unbelievable stuff there, and something that we haven't seen in a while. We have not seen shots like that in a few videos now. Just cleanly beat goaltenders. 10 minutes left here. A win by Thomas Hertl with his foot, and he can do it in many ways. As now he's breaking towards the net, and why not shoot it at this point? We talked about, not beating Mrazek a number of times. You finally beat him short side on the blocker. He gets pulled, give the night a rest. Not much he can do on some of those goals. But when Brossoit comes in and we just continue to wrist it and cleanly beat a goaltender, why not keep throwing it on net? Hertl. And those aren't even, I shouldn't even say throwing it on net. Those are just perfectly placed shots. Holtz into Chicago zone. Jumps across the defenseman, tries to get a shot. I think it blocked by both those guys in front. It kind of weirdly bounced off Carlson, bounced off the defenseman. The Vegas Golden Knights are flying high in this one. Devils, Maple Leafs, Pittsburgh. Those are the games leading up to the trade deadline. All right, boys, come on. Let's continue it. Let's never let up on these guys, and that's a good start. A give-and-go play from the centerman to the winger, back to the centerman. Now Teravainen up to Korchinski. Korchinski finds Bertuzzi. Passes it back to Bedard, and we are just seeing every play cleanly right now. 28 shots in the game. Just the one goal, which was an unfortunate goal. And my, oh my, it's been a very good game all around. A perfectly well-balanced effort from everybody. The forward core, the defensive core, and of course, without trying to sound too modest, some pretty solid goaltending in the crease from the young kid. And it would seem, unless barring a miracle, that the Vegas Golden Knights are going to pick up their 40th win of the season, and we're not even to March. This is unbelievable. You guys are witnessing a historic year coming out of these Golden Knights, and we're just a small piece of it. What an effort getting back across. We saw him at the last moment, kicked off with all of our strength, and we were able to get a blocker just in time to steal a goal away once again. Unbelievable effort there. That was easily one of my best saves of the game. I saw his stick at the last moment, saw a flash of that white jersey. Oh boy, oh boy. Very, very close call, but we do get a piece of it, and we'll steer it into safety. Now some good puck movement again. Unfortunately, that unable to be tipped in front by Jack Eichel. It kind of just corrals off his crest, but the puck stays in. Now, a number of people have always suggested that I use a different camera angle to avoid situations like that, where if I'm over here, I can't see the right side of the screen or vice versa. I love this screen, and I actually think it provides more of a challenge. I like being closer to the play, and I like having to actually make plays instead of just seeing where everybody is. Now, that's not me saying you guys shouldn't do that. Feel free to use whatever camera angle you like. This is just one as we finally get called for a penalty. William Karlsson takes the feet out of the Chicago Blackhawks player, and for the first time in a very long time, Vegas is going to be penalized. Finally, I know that sounds so silly to celebrate penalties, but I've been trying to tweak the settings for so long to give the other team power plays, and this might be the first one in like 5 videos that I can remember, with maybe the exception of a couple bad hits here and there. So 4:10 left in the third period. It is a 6-1 hockey game as Chicago will get their first power play opportunity. And again with that glove. I don't know why the glove is causing me so many issues the last few games. It's not that we're not making the save. It's just we're not making it nearly clean enough. Like, what happens if that shot was a little bit more to the right and I wave on that? The puck jumps to the right and goes right into open ice. So maybe thinking that we had a lot of focus and a lot of points put into that glove, and it's not quite where it needs to be just yet. So it's a good shift here in the offensive zone of the Chicago Blackhawks. Keeping the puck in and dialed, another big stretch save. And unfortunately for Jones, he's had a number of shots in this game, and we have robbed him every single time. Just another great strong kick across the crease. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on this power play. Only a couple shots to go. Taylor Hall now with a sharp shot, and we were nearly out of position. I was actually sliding the other way. And a big save, and our best one of the game on a pretty fluffy one-timer, but it was an open ice one-timer nonetheless. And they're not even going to show that even with full pressure, even on the power play. What a stretch save here. Good play again around the board. Seth Jones spots him all alone, and that's, I mean, he got a lot of that. For red one-timer, that still had speed and eyes for the back of the net, and we will make a ginormous save here late in the third period. Unbelievable solo effort. Not really any help by the defenseman, but you got to give credit to Seth Jones as well. He saw Khrushchev alone, and it is a big blast. What a save for our 33rd now of the game. 3:13 left in the third. A lot of threes coming out of my mouth right there as Jones will wind up, and we'll steal that one away from him once again. 56 seconds now. We're going to need a big face-off. We need something to clear this puck. They're getting a lot of looks on net. They're making a lot of opportunities for good scoring chances. With 3 minutes left in the third, about sub 50 seconds left in the power play, I believe. Minute. Hag. Oh, Hag. Oh, God, the full pressure is so stupid. Teuvo Teravainen with his 20th goal and an absolutely brutal giveaway. A face-off win. And he tries to spot his defense partner. That's actually Mark Stone. Oh my gosh, what a... I switched the camera because I don't know why. I should know that they do that. Full pressure, your AI's exhausted. They just don't know what the hell they're doing on the ice. Their statistics go wild. Was that Hag or was that actually Hannafin? That looked like number 15. Oh, Hannafin. Oh no, for how good you've been in the last few games. This is a win pretty cleanly. I mean, it goes a little left, but he is under pressure, but just get it down the boards. Why would you ever throw this back in front? And I mean, it's a poor position by me, but I just didn't expect it. And oh, that's just their stupid full pressure system failing them once again. It should not reduce everybody's stats to like 0, but it is what it is. It's a second goal. It's a power play goal. It's a goal that I'm not happy about, but like I've always said, you just got to move on because they're coming right back at you on the very next shift. Oh, it was such an unbelievable game. It's still a really good game going, but to allow a goal that late on that kind of effort by Noah freaking Hannafin, like, brother, as Brissot will cover up here. Another good rebound shift after a goal by the Vegas Golden Knights. Hurdle to take the face-off on the left side here. Let's see if we can get a couple more shifts. It's 6-2 now, still in very good position. 2 minutes left in the third. Pietrangelo turns and fires, blocked in front. Back into the corner for Hurdle, who spots Holtz. Holtz drop passes it, and Teravainen's away. It's a 2-on-1. Teuvo Teravainen, the latest goal scorer. He'll lose a lot of speed there, maybe a little fatigue from the previous shift. and opt to just fire that one on the net. Pietrangelo now back to Hurdle. Hurdle, shot on net, left there for Carlson. But a good save by Boissois, who has been busy since entering the net. Terrifying. And this is what happened last time we played Chicago. We had 50 shots against these two goalies, and they held tall even with a number of goals going in. And I mean, we're not too far off that. Nearly 40 shots between the two goalies. But this time, making the most of a lot of our goal-scoring opportunities. 35 seconds left in this game. Any last few dying moment shifts from either team here. Mark Stone. He'll go for a skate down into territory. White Cloud tries to feed it. I kind of wish he just took a low shot for the rebound, but he tries to just do a nice little saucy pass right into the front of the net, but Boissois able to get there first. 22.9 seconds left in this hockey game. We are going to be getting a win for the first time in a few videos and the 40th of the season for our club. It's been a great team effort all around. Only the one hiccup by Noah Hannafin, but you can easily forget that when you have 6 goals, almost 7 on the night. 9 seconds left here. Mikheyev over to Martinez. Martinez in with a shot, our 38th shot of the night. And we will stand tall and we will pick up our 40th win of the season. The Vegas Golden Knights show no quit in them. They show no stopping this torrent pace that we are on. Netting 6 goals in tonight's win. You can see the celebration. No apology from Noah Hannafin. He's probably headed to the locker with his tail between his legs because you know I'm going to give him a whooping when we get back in there. But it's a good game nonetheless. Again, a game I expected to win. Chicago is in a much different state than the Vegas Golden Knights, but at this point in the season, when we're piling on wins, it doesn't matter who your opponent is. You got to take every single one seriously, and that is what the boys did. And we had a pretty good night at it. See, that would have been like our best night aside from the shutout. We had a 9.47 save percentage, and that goal, that would have been like a 9.7 save percentage. So an unbelievable effort from the kid. Here we go, reporter Talixon, what do you got for us, my friend?
All right, let's go around the horn and see what happens.
And with that game victory, you now hold the record of most wins by a rookie goaltender. I actually forgot that was the challenge. We've lost the last few videos, so we haven't had a chance to get the rookie win record. I love winning, and even feels better where I can celebrate the record with my teammates, my fans, and my family. Great talking with you. We'll see you next time. Let's go, baby. So we now hold the Vegas official record, even though it's only like a 5-6 year record. We officially hold the record for most wins by a rookie goaltender in franchise history. So a very, very tiny milestone, but any milestone we can get, we will surely take. 40, 13, and 6, and we are contributing 13, 6, and 3 of that. Unbelievable stuff from this team. It's been an absolute blast. We got 9 hours of training time as well, so let's have a look. Glove has still been an issue. It's that glove low. 85, I guess, just isn't high enough, which is... I feel like I don't want to jeopardize not putting points into something else just to try and get that up a little bit. Like, I feel like this is still such an important facet of our game right now. So I actually think I'm going to put a lot into core and maybe 1 into vision. Even though 86 seems high, vision is the most important stat, and you need to have that in the 90s as soon as possible. All right, let's see. The boys ended up beating... Oh my gosh, we beat Jersey, the second place team in the league, 6-1. I don't know what to say. This is just unbelievable effort here by everybody in goal. Then we're going to go into Toronto, or I guess Toronto's visiting. We win against Toronto 5-4 in a shootout with 2 days left before the end of the trade deadline. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be it. We could see some things happening at a record pace. Do we get the start before the deadline? We do. So the deadline is going to happen at the end of next video. We are right there, guys. We are right freaking there. Next video is going to be the deadline. Let's quickly look at our lines just to see if they made any moves before now. Barbashev, Eichel, Stone, Carlson, Hurdle, Holtz, Dorofeyev, Waugh, Colasar. Nope. So no changes so far. Theodore, Pietrangelo, Hannafin, Whitecloud. Okay, so literally nothing so far. Everything is remaining the same, which is very good. We hope that continues into deadline tomorrow. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. We got a very, very exciting one for you on the next episode, so make sure you have liked the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. There's still something like 88% of you guys watching these NHL playthrough videos and not smashing that free sub button. We're trying to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. We're so close. Let's do it. Let's continue to build this community together. And as always, make sure you guys are taking care of yourself, and we'll catch you back here in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.